Well, welcome to video 4.5. That's what I'm going to call this one. Having been laid up for basically a week, being sick and not having stamina to come out and work in the shop for any long period of time, gave me the opportunity to watch a lot of videos. And one of the things that I wanted to get more acclimated to and have a better understanding of is an option called the print and cut feature for my laser. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you so you understand. This gray square right here represents the width and the height of my laser and the capability. So it's 12 inches tall, 18 inches wide. Now, as you can see, Ondrejs, now I'm going to get this out of the way. That's just a, whoop, I got them grouped. This is just a bounding box that I've put in there. It's called a tool path, and it's just for alignment purposes. Well, I guess I didn't ungroup it all. There we go. Now we got it. Now, this is just, like I said, that box is just for alignment purposes, and I'll use it here again in just a minute. But as you can see, Ondrejs is both too wide and too tall to fit in my 12 by 18 window that my laser will work in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut this wording up into 3 perfectly symmetrical squares, or rectangles, not squares. They're gonna be rectangles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this right here, and I'm gonna move it right back to the center of the page. And then I want to select the wording, and I want to make sure it's in the center of the page. All right, so now everything's lined back up. So I'm going to group these together just to show you what I need to do. Let me make this a little bit larger. So in order to do this, I'm going to cut, it's going to be a rectangle here, one in the center, and one on the end. But I'm going to have to rotate this all 90 degrees like that. And as you can see now, this will fit inside the confines of my square, of my working table. So I can now work on getting this inside there and have it work out just fine. So what I want to do to make things a little simpler for me, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this back around. All right, I want to increase, let's break this apart. I want to increase the width of this. Oh, I've already done it. I'm sorry. I do have it at 30 by 17. So this tool path, I wanted 30 by 17. Because what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to turn on some other items. These 4 little square little targets. Move them up here out of the way. They look like little targets, and that's exactly what they are. They're going to be targets that I'm going to set the laser to line up on, and I'll show you how that feature works here in a minute. So I've got another item I want to go ahead and turn on, and that's these little rectangles right here that I have got made, and they're going to fit when I do all this over here. So you'll see here in just a second how this is all going to work out. So what I need to do is I want to go ahead and rotate this 90 degrees. So now each one of these little rectangles are 17 inches wide, same as that tool path, but they're only 10 inches tall, which is 1/3 of this 30 inches tall sign. So I'll grab this upper corner here and I'll snap it to that upper corner. I'm gonna take this one right here and I'm just gonna snap it to the bottom corner down here. And this one right here, real simple, I'm just gonna tell it to go to the center of the page. Okay, so we've got some things off just a little bit, so that's no problem. What we'll do then, we'll just take this one right here and we'll snap it to that corner right there. So now we've got everything lined up, and that's off in 3 corners, all 3 corners. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to take those squares and I want to bring these over here, and I'm going to break them out a little bit. I'm going to take these 2 right here, move them to this side over here, and these 2 right here, I'll bring them in a little bit closer. So what I want to do now, I'm going to take each individual little target, and I'm going to move it by grabbing this corner up here and snapping it right there into that corner right there. And I'm going to take this one, I'm going to do the same thing, I'm gonna snap it. Oh, come on. Right into that corner right there. Well, and see, we verify that it's right there. I'll do the same thing with these two over here. Bring it, and I'll snap it to that edge. And then I'll do the same thing with this one right here. I'll snap it to that edge. So now our four corners are all tagged in. So that's the basis of how we're going to make this work. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to save this whole file right here 3 different times. And I'll call them table 1, table 2, and table 3. This will be table 1, this will be table 2, and this will be table 3. And so in other words, when I go to cut this first section up to these gray lines, see below this black, the black line, below this black line, everything below this black line is not going to cut in table 1. And in table 2, everything between that black line and that black line is going to cut on table 2. And then on table 3, only the stuff below this black line is going to cut. But this is all going to be on one long continuous board. So there's not going to be any cutting or pasting or gluing or anything along that. This is going to be one solid piece of wood cut out to match and fit just like it's supposed to. So when I come back, I'll have tables 1, 2, and 3 set up to ready to go, and I'll show you how that's going to all work out. So we'll be right back. Well, all right, we've got the first table loaded up into the Lazer. Let's do a layout on it and see where it's going to lay. I'm liking what I see. So let's close the door, turn off the diode, and press start. Here we go. Well, all right. We've got the first section cut. So next thing we got to do is move all the board up, and then we'll use our target marks and we'll get it re-leveled up. So let me get around over here just a second. Not an easy way to do this. Alright, got that in a reasonably close area. Okay. Let me put on some information, some more hats that I need, and we're going to turn on the print and cut wizard. So first thing I need to do, whoop, get my cheaters adjusted. All right, need to lower my speed. Okay, now what I want to do is get in here where I can focus on the Lazer. All right, that gave me side 1 set. So we'll set that one. Okay, change my speed. Alright, change the speed back down. Alright. Get in here where I can focus it again. Alright, we'll set the second one. Alright, now we'll clear out the memory on the laser. We'll take a look one more time at our settings. Make sure we got all the... Yeah, I like what I got. So now we'll send that file over. Well, I gotta apologize. I started this second cut before I realized I hadn't turned on the camera. So here we go. We're going to continue on. Alright, that is the second cut. So I'll be right back. I'm going to pause it, get set up for the third cut. I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut plate number 3. We are ready to rock and roll. I've already framed it out and everything, so here we go. Alright, that's the finished cut. I want to check for some knockouts. Those are good. Those are good. That's good. So I may have to cut that one out by hand, but I think for the most part this is going to be good. We're going to be able to make this work. So I'll see you in just a few minutes when I pull it out. Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you're seeing is a 30-inch long sign cut on an 18 by 12-inch cutting bed. And I was able to do that with my laser in 3 different cuts, as you saw in the videos. I could not be happier with the way this turned out. This is my first time doing something like this, and I am ecstatic. So got to get this one caught up now with the priming and the painting. We'll get it caught up with the rest of it, and so I'll be picking back up with that in the next video. So until then, hug all your family and friends, let them know you love them, and God bless.